You're picking up on mine, probably.
Yeah, I'm picking up on yours too. It sounds like I'm getting an echo.
Yeah. All right. Is this still live? Yeah, there we go. This ain't gonna work. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Scott. You got bad echo on yours.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Somebody didn't show up early enough to get things figured out.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you in the same room?
Yes.
Okay, you need one microphone then.
Well, his headset's not working real good, so. Yeah. Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, his camera's working. He just may have to pull a Michelle and holler through mine, maybe. I don't know if you all heard that or not.
Faintly, you have to speak up.
Yeah, you almost have to yell because I've got a headset.
Oh.
I was hoping he'd come in a little bit earlier so we could figure things out. But he had a honeydew list at home.
Have you got a spare headset? Because that should help.
Well, he was trying on his, but why mine picked up him, I don't know. Because mine's not normally that. So let me try something.
Hit your background noise.
I was going to say, let me go into my settings, my audio. Yeah, it says I've got reduce mic background noise is already set up on mine. I'm curious. What do I have? Hey, Jeff. Hey, Tin Man. Welcome in. Hey, Andy.
Hello, folks.
Yeah, we're trying to, most here know that New Fenris is, my partner in crime in a lot of this stuff, and he just recently moved, and he no longer has his train shed, which is where he always streamed from. So he's borrowing the other half of my project.
That sounds better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now let me see if I'm sitting back over here. Try again.
No.
Don't know.
No, there's an echo.
Yep.
Yeah. I was wondering if I've got anything I can put in as a barrier between us.
Don't worry about it.
A state line? That would kill the.
I was thinking of a few miles, but that's better.
Wow, Panzer.
Actually.
Sorry, I've got a couple of American ones tonight. What is it with boats hitting American bridges at the moment?
Oh,
I don't know.
And the other one I noticed, I thought it was the other day, there was something that your wonderful president said, which proves that when he does eventually pass away, he will be being cremated.
Yeah.
And one way or another.
Yeah, he said it was something about ever since he mentioned that Taylor Swift isn't hot anymore. And I couldn't help but thinking, boy, Taylor Swift is still hot. She'll be hot when you're in your grave. She'll still be hot. But that just proves that you're going to be cremated when you shuffle off, because you don't want 48.8% of Americans turning up dancing on your grave to that sick beat. Only Swifties will get that reference.
I could. Possibly.
Yeah. I said, if you want to set up in my kitchen, and that would put a door between us, so there's no echo. So
I need to find this crazy guy. Oh.
Like I said, we'd have done this earlier, but he showed up 10 minutes before stream.
Fenris, let that be a lesson to you. Be early.
Oh, I was actually wanting to set this up yesterday.
Oh, yeah, but yesterday I was working all day.
So, how is everyone out
Yeah.
there in YouTube land? How is our audience? Are we having a good day? Is it nice and sunny where you are? Or?
Yeah, because I hear, except for Scott, I think he's under flood watches.
Tasmania sinking, perhaps?
I thought Scott was in bed.
No, he was in chat.
Yeah.
He must have been coming away playing his game.
I was playing with Terry, I bet.
You might want to rephrase that ever so slightly, Carl.
Why?
It's not that kind of stream, buddy.
Playing his computer.
Yeah, they were playing Red Dead Redemption, I think.
And we're joined by Athol, who says, "Good evening, Connie. Welcome back, Snowy. Moved in yet
Hello.
and set up?" Carl and I can't read that. The sun's right on the screen now.
And Biff Ape of the Bog and a Putty Tat? Don't know. Well, like I said, it wouldn't work with him being in the same room, so he's setting up on my kitchen at the moment. And
Yeah.
hello, Ethel. So he has moved, but until they sell their old place, he won't have the funding for a new shed. And then we have to build said shed. So he can sit on my kitchen counter for a while, or at my kitchen counter, and stream. So that's kind of what we're doing at the moment.
I thought for a second you were going to say he could sit at my kitchen counter and not raid the fridge.
There ain't a whole lot of food in my fridge, realistically.
He's going to go hungry then.
Hey, Randall?
Hey, Randall.
Hey, Randall.
Yeah, Scott says it's dark and cold and 3 degrees inside. It's a lovely... It's cold and dark outside. Inside is a lovely 24. And yes, he's playing Dead Red too. Hey, Randall. And then Andy says there's a channel that crafted the railroad from Red Dead Redemption called Red Dead Railroad. That's interesting. Whoops.
Unfortunately, you
Okay,
can't really...
Sam.
Hello. What did you do? Derek, he's gone.
Hello, Sam.
Hello,
Sam.
Pansy. Hello, Carl.
How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
Oh, my stuff's acting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, my camera's not wanting to work. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like I said, we need more light. Like I said, we're doing basically a live version of a setup here.
No, I just got to figure out where my paintbrushes are.
The second tote. on the left.
Word of advice, Snowy. Just check for the skillet pans first.
They're right above his
Yeah.
head.
I can see it now. Ding!
I know where they might be.
Yeah, I have a pot rack above that counter he's at. I have one of the counter height bar areas.
It'll be a question of who got hit in the head, Carl or Snowy.
Yeah. I'll name that dong in one. Sorry, wrong stream.
Oh, God. Broken Carl.
Yeah, Randall says he's checking in from work. It's muggy in Jonesboro. Yeah, it's humid here. Let's see, what did I say it was earlier? Yeah, it's almost 26 degrees Celsius outside.
See, Carl, you want a laugh? But
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 laughs. I have 2 thermometers, 2 digital thermometers in the room. And as you know, one of them, the battery died. Guess what happened this morning?
The other one died.
The other one died. I had to replace that. So I bought a pack of 5 batteries. And I thought the ones that I've got in the house are too small. And I picked one up, and guess what?
Go on.
It was the exact same size.
I've just sent you a couple of things, Panzer.
Okay. I thought my phone went buzz. A second.
Oh, it looks like Kyle's doing diamond dots. I think Sam was doing dots, but I think her camera's flipped.
No, she's trying to organize her camera, I think.
Yeah.
That's what Fenris is doing at the moment. Oh, he's trying to find his paintbrushes. I would say if he needs that, I've got extra brushes. I think he found them though.
The Kiwi one I seen, it was sent to me at the early hours this morning, Carl.
Sure, same as me. Yeah.
I thought it was funny though.
Yeah, I like the speed dating one.
See? Ah, your other headset.
Who's a headset? And there's no need for name calling.
Sam's dropped. Let's see if I can get her back in. Right now she's blank, so just wait a sec. Like I said, it's been a while, so forgive the glitches and everything. There we go. Hi, Sam. Hey, TBG.
Welcome back, Sam. Welcome back. TBG.
Yeah, I was running around earlier trying to get some. Between 1 week, I was helping William and family. 3 weeks before that, I was doing double duty at work. This week, let's see, Monday I was in recovery mode. Because, yeah. Streamed a little and then I wound up overnighting Wednesday night after working, or dentist appointment, hair appointment, oil change on my vehicle, getting the tires rotated. It's been this has been a catch up weekend. And then I worked a double yesterday. So
Yep.
hopefully I won't have as many of those.
I need
Because
to
I
get
really
my
want to get
new
outside
camera.
and do some work. Oh, get a new camera?
Yes, I had to bring out the old one. The Lodgy died.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's $144 worth.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, I am
fortunately,
doing diamond dots.
fortunately, my original cameras are still running good. Although I still think it's funny that my original one wound up being 2 because my daughter sent me the exact same camera. And they showed up on the same day.
Two of them.
Yeah, almost what, 3 years ago now? Or 2 years? No, 3 years ago. I think is when I started all of this mess.
Well, on this one I'm doing the diamond dots, I've only got 4 squares to do. Oh, plus this one I'm working on.
Hey, Stephen, welcome in.
Hey, Stephen.
That's it.
Well, let's see, Carl and Sam obviously doing diamond dots. Andrew's still leafing out his tree, although that does look phenomenal.
It is. I did one a couple of years ago as a proof of concept. And just as I completed it, somebody else did a YouTube video on how they made a tree, and they used the exact same ideas with the leaf punches. So I know that it works, and this is a refining of the technique to make it slightly better. But at the moment, the sun is shining directly onto the bench through the window, so I'm struggling to see where the branches are that stick leaves on, and you guys will struggle to see the camera.
It looks so real.
Thank you.
And I'm still going back to working on my little greenhouse. So I'm making a lot of plants.
I'm making one big one.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, we got 16 people watching. Thanks everybody for showing up. Like I said, I missed everybody. Like I said, just been crazy doing stuff. Still dealing with technical issues.
Yeah, you might get some fun and games with YouTube with your thumbs today as well.
Uh,
Yeah, my mic's not wanting to work. On the
It is.
headset.
We can
Oh.
hear you.
Yeah, I don't know which one it's coming through on.
There's no echo.
yeah.
Yeah.
I say you probably just use your one on your camera itself.
Yeah, I think
For-
that's what
for
it's
today.
using. It's using the one on the computer. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's fine. All right.
Hey, Connie, did Snowy make any cheeky remarks in green room?
No, he barely got into green room. He literally showed up while Panzer and I were in green room. So, oh, by the way, for those that don't know, William is shedless at the moment, so he's currently on my kitchen counter. We're setting up at my kitchen counter. Let's put it that
It's
way.
on your kitchen counter, Connie. Well, please explain.
I said he's setting up at my kitchen counter because he was going to be
You
in.
said on your kitchen counter.
I corrected myself. His
Not
gear is
sitting
on the counter. He is at the counter.
Yes, children, this is a lesson to you. Don't become shedless or you'll end up on Connie's kitchen counter.
Counter, yeah.
Don't say that, or Josh will be burning his shed down.
Yeah.
With bonfires springing up all over the world. So for all the people who are watching that haven't said hi to chat in chat, come and say hello. Come and introduce yourselves. We like to meet new people. We don't bite, though Michelle may hit Carl in the back of the head with a skillet pan now and again.
Yeah, we do have one spot if somebody would like to join us. I've sent the invite out.
Yes, and we promise not to play the tambourines either.
I think Josh is on site at the moment, I think.
Yeah, he might be in a little bit later.
I'll drop it if you get plenty in, because I'll go get my tea and everything in a bit. But, I had to come and say hello.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I did this morning. I was, it was toward the end of Michelle's, but I was up to feed the kitty cats and
Yeah, it was nice to see
did
you.
a few things. Yeah. Wait, Snowy's on my counter. You
Sounds
may
like
have
he's
missed
trying
it,
to get out the oven. Going through the cupboards.
Hey,
now.
JC. Yes,
Hey, Jan.
TBG. Since William's move, he no longer has his own. He hasn't. The shed didn't relocate with him, was where he was always set up. So, and he won't have a new one for a couple of months. So, since he is now a lot closer than he used to be,
Yeah, he's in your
he's
kitchen.
just gonna stream. Yeah, he actually. Well, it used to be he was about an hour drive away. And now it's, for me, it's a 20-minute drive. Because I've learned the back route.
At the rate, the way you drive, it should be at least 15.
I don't drive that fast. It just looks like it's drive that fast. Yeah.
You got to remember, some of us have been in the back of your car on the phone, and yeah.
Ah.
Really?
Ah. Here you go. Here's water.
I got water.
That's distilled water if you want it. Okay. Ah.
Sounded like he had faucet water there. Either that or Carol's taking a lesson from somebody else's handbook.
No.
We're a bit of timing to start watching. Oh, here's this Snowy and Connie's counter. Well, and the funny thing is when you mention skillets, I have mine hanging on a pot rack above the counter where he's working.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening a book. How many times he manages to hit his head on the skillet pans before the end of the live stream tonight?
I'll go about 8.
Tell me, Connie, is he terrified of spiders?
That's only if I lean forward. They're actually dead center. I'm actually sitting more toward the outside.
A lot closer. Yeah, Snowy's in the kitchen.
Yeah, Snowy doesn't know what to do in the kitchen.
No, he should be cooking.
Oh. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Now he's gonna try and use my airbrush. His airbrush, my compressor, and he doesn't know where the button is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's like
I thought you said hairbrush for a minute.
We'd have to ask him if there's something he wants to share with the group then.
Yeah, we have seen how long his hair is.
Fortunately, my airbrush compressor is quiet. But, yeah, we haven't had a chance to set up, to try this out beforehand because I worked all day yesterday. And he had stuff he had to get done today. So, work in progress, which means a lot of laughs.
Which means hopefully you'll have ironed out all the kinks for the next time you have a stream.
Yes.
I found all new ones.
Connie, here's your mission between now and the next live stream. Your skillet pans, you need to lower them by 6 inches. See if he notices. Right.
I've seen them YouTube and Facebook things where like people get teddy bears in the house and they've got like fishing wire attached to them. They move the arms and stuff. You want to do that with your skillet pans?
No.
Have I made the 20-pound lasagna yet? I actually need to make another one sometime soon.
Could have laugh at this. Somebody's posted a photograph of a fish on a beach, and within my geographical region, they're asking what it is. So far there's 71 comments. All I'm saying is a fish. I'm toying with the idea of saying it's a confused chameleon. but I'm told my sense of humour gets me into trouble. But in other news, Britain didn't win the Eurovision Song Contest.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that not surprising?
I didn't watch it this year.
But at least we didn't get nil point.
We haven't for a while.
I mean, technically, we could put Robbie Williams up there singing a ballad, and we still wouldn't win.
I don't know how they count this, but holding these paper books is always so much fun. Okay, Andy. Well, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how long we're going to run.
Well,
So I don't think anybody else is scheduled after this.
No, we might be all scheduled, but I don't think there's anybody after us.
So, as usual, we'll go until we run out of things to do or people watching.
well, things to take the mickey out of Snowy with.
Okay, where's the guitar bass? I mean, it's kind of fascinating what they do with some of these kits. Because here is a tiny little guitar.
Oh, cute.
Cut the paper out and stick it on there.
That's cute.
Carol would like to know, is there a G string on it? I'm hoping that was one of the dogs snoring. Yeah.
I think that was, I was going to say Snowy, but he's muted, so it couldn't have been.
Well, he's in my project room using my airbrush at the moment. So he muted while we're in the same room. Although some of his comments might be heard.
Some of the groans might be heard.
What are you looking for? Oh, and also right there.
Oh.
He asked for a paper towel. There was one right above, sitting right next to him.
Tweezers. Aye.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. A brush cleaner.
Oh,
Window cleaner.
hold on.
Water there also.
New setup, right?
Yeah. Yeah, new setup. He doesn't know where anything is. Which is fine. I don't expect anybody to understand how I sort things.
No, Carl, I'm not going to say it.
Has been a good boy.
Mhm.
Ah.
Oops.
Oh, wow. JC sent us some pictures of what his little one has been doing.
If she's been writing on the wall again, James, just make sure that she spells it correct this time.
No, she has been.
She's doing well.
Yeah.
I couldn't spell that word at her age.
And she, how old is she? What?
6, I think. Well, the gold company, I watched her do that.
Yeah. So very good.
Better than a father.
I didn't start painting until
Kindergarten?
maybe 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, but kids
As
have,
far as model painting.
kids her age have an eye for detail.
Shania says she's 42. So tell her not to grow up too fast.
Tell her at that age she should be out getting a job working.
She should be charging her rent.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's an idea, he says.
More building blocks.
Because 42 would put her older than her dad. If I'm not mistaken.
You are mistaken, JC's a lot older than he looks.
He's not that old.
JC will get his pension in a couple of years. Hi, JC. I might as well get the boot in now when I get a chance.
Carl, we'll even tell you that I get the look from Shanka. Got fingered if I try and get involved with helping her paint.
Oh, he does. Just like the one I get off Michelle.
Yeah, but Carol, that's a different kind of finger you get from Michelle.
Have a look.
JC says Panzer, one word, 3 letters.
Starts with G, ends in T.
Cat? Cat is one word. That's 3 letters. Chocolate biscuit, on the other hand, doesn't have 3 letters, and it's 2 words. I found some naked areas. Now I've got to put some leaves in there.
I stuck me picture on Prime Times.
I did. I've just given it a thumbs up. Well,
I just noticed Phil's not put it up yet. First Tuesday. He's running late today. He's usually done it by now, hasn't he?
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Yeah.
That's with me. I don't know. I always thought he put it up early afternoon.
It's been a good day, Carl. Maybe he's been out sunning himself. Remember, he gets cooped up with Darth Vader in an office all day.
Yeah. Gets taken out on a coach trip on a Sunday.
Thought for a second you were going to say he gets taken out by a coach on a Sunday. He's hit the pans. Okay.
Got the pans with the camera.
Who had 42 minutes in the draw?
No, you had said I hit my head on him. Not that I hit him with something else in the room.
You were still a tinkle from a pan. I bet you Carol winced as well.
Carl ducked.
JC says, Shania said, JC, check your spelling. He says bed kitty. Cat, or you get a kick up in the butt. I think it's supposed to say bad kitty.
Who wants a nice... Yeah, I nearly said that there. Who wants a nice kitty? I caught myself, Snowy. I caught myself.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowy continued for you by the sounds of it.
Snowy was making up his own joke there, yeah. He was saying, he was thinking, bet your Panzer drops a clanger. Yeah. Oh, there's a whole branch there without a leaf on it.
Those. Somehow I've misplaced a couple of posters.
Have you checked in the kitchen cupboard?
You check the walls.
Well, these are tiny little printed ones, so I'm not sure what I did. See if I've got any extras tucked in my
Extras
collection.
box.
Yeah, not seeing anything to Marcus today.
He's probably commiserating that Sweden didn't win the Eurovision last night.
Hey, Robbie, welcome in.
Or
How you
recovering
doing?
from being PJ'd last night.
Oh, was PJ on the stream last night?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Talking about Marcus's stream? Yeah, PJ was on last night. I caught a bit of it, and then I ended up turning it off to go grab dinner.
Is that what you're describing it as? I can understand that. Hi PJ, if you're watching.
I ended up watching Pacific Rim. It was my evening last night. 2 movies.
That was Pacific Rim's a good movie.
It was. I enjoyed it. It's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, I saw the first one. I hadn't seen the other ones yet. I think there's like 3 of them out now.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
I think there's at least 2.
Yeah, I saw 2 last
Yeah,
night.
there's Pac Rim. Because I've actually got a brick build kit of Gypsy Danger.
I've got a brick build of a Panther tank.
Well, I wanted the Gundam version of Gypsy Danger, but they want a pretty penny for that one.
Just need to do more overtime.
Trust me, I don't need to buy anything else because I've got other things I need to be doing right now. And my brick stash is kind of, yeah.
Connie's saving up for a shed. Gets nowhere at the kitchen.
He's responsible for his own shed.
Yeah.
I'm saving up for an addition to the house. So I got room for my stuff.
And of course, once you have the extension, you will move all your stuff in there, and before you know it, you've bought another load of stuff and need another extension.
Yep.
I have been very, very good. I have not bought a single kit this year.
I bought one because I knew if I didn't buy it, it was going to get gone before I could get my hands on it. That's the one.
Well,
I'm
show the one
currently
you're working on. Oh, well, seams dropped.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
show
what I'm
which one
working
you-
on right now. I can't get the light real well. Hold on. It's the Primarch Fulgrim from Warhammer 40k that they just came out for the Emperor's Children.
Oh, that's one with purples. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I would work on it a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit more. I'm having a break from Warhammer.
Yeah, I think after this one I might not. I probably won't be painting for a while. I gotta take some time and actually find all my stuff and get it all in one place because I pretty much threw everything into boxes and I don't know where anything is right now, so I got to go through and find everything.
Fenris, They're on Connie's porch.
Oh yeah, I know. I know they're on Connie's porch. I just got to figure out where on Connie's porch everything is, so I can get it all together. Because one of the things I plan on doing is making a travel case of the paints and everything. Because I thought I had done that originally when I moved, but the box I thought I had that in was not the box that that stuff is in. So I don't know where any of that stuff is.
Yes, I know that only too well. I didn't think I had that kit. Well, oh yes. Uh-huh. Ah. I have 6 of that kit. How did that happen?
You have 6 of one kit.
Yes.
About time to sell some, Pansy.
Rubbish.
I mean, I could see if there was alternate builds for it, like with Games Workshop. I mean, I've got, 14 of the Imperial Knight cases now? Or Imperial Knights. And they just came out with a new one that I'm probably going to get at some point in the next near future.
Exactly. This is the reason I buy kits. Is so that if there's different colour schemes or different marking options or used by different nations, you can do a tank in that particular country.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those questioning, this is where all of his stuff is at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, good grief.
That's where all of his shed stuff is.
Yeah, it's like
Not counting the printers and the paints.
Yeah.
They're on my dining table, but yeah.
Yeah, there's like 26 bins of stuff that came out of the shed. Like I said, most of it was packed in a kind of, I knew where I was putting everything so I could get to it, but then it got to the point I just started throwing it all in boxes and saying the heck with it, I'll figure it out when I move it back in. Because I wasn't originally planning on streaming until I got the shed. Then Connie talked me into, kind of twisted my arm into doing
I
it.
did not. I said, you're welcome to try it from here.
And she twisted my arm.
Better a twisted arm than a skillet pan at the head. Just ask Carl.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that would happen was she'd probably break her cast iron skillet.
Well, that would make a
Dent
good
it nicely.
that would make a good dong noise. That Carl.
Good. Good.
Well, the thing is I wouldn't use my good cast iron. I'd use one of the others.
I used the one that Judy just gave you. She just gave you 2 to re-season.
Yeah. And they're sitting over on my stove at the moment.
There you go, Snowy. You know where you are now. You're not getting the good skillet pan. You're getting the not so good one.
I'm getting my wife's skillet pan by someone else's hand. It's even better. Judy'd be so proud.
Left hand or right hand? Sorry, that one just came out. Oh dear. Atto says Panzer. Think JC meant get GIT. Was that the greatest instigator of time?
Yeah, Robbie said he's doing great. Just got up having tea and then going out with Mom later for music and meat draw.
Did you say meat? Oh, meat jaw. I was about to ask what is meat jaw.
Meat draw.
So raffle.
And then JC was telling Athel that's what he did put.
There's some glue. What time is it? Ah, dear.
It is 5:55 UK time.
Normally, this is the time I would be getting awake. I would be waking up.
Are you on nights right now?
I'm on nights, yeah. So you'll have me till about 7 o'clock UK time.
So about another hour.
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock here in the morning, so
Well, here it's just about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and for Robbie, I believe it's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
According to the computer, the UK is supposed to be hit with drenchings later. That's, Carol, is the summer over for us?
Oh, cool. For another year, back to normal.
And you didn't get to wear your shorts either, Carl.
Last time I wore shorts, I was playing rugby.
Last time I wore shorts.
That was a long time ago.
I was not as long as you think.
I'll put it this way, last time I played rugby, I think it's probably before JC was born. That's horrible.
Not saying Carl's old, but 1870.
Yeah, I'm still younger than you.
Yes, but you're not as handsome or as wise as I am, Carl.
This is true. This is very true.
With age, they say, comes beauty. Yes, and wisdom.
I say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I ain't holding them.
Oh, okay. Robbie says a meat draw is where you buy tickets for the meat.
Yeah.
If your number is drawn, you win the meat.
Yeah, it's a raffle for joints of food.
A raffle, yeah.
there's some barred from the raffles at our local RSL.
We have things similar to that over here in the UK.
I was just thinking I haven't seen anything like that for a long time.
Yeah, which I never win anyway, which is why I don't buy raffle tickets for it. But if you don't buy a raffle ticket, you can't win. Yeah, but it means I'm just contributing to the pot for somebody else to eat my joint that they've had.
Oh yeah, Connie, I forgot to tell you today. Last night I killed copperhead at the house.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, scared the absolute crap out of me. I was sitting on the front porch, and all of a sudden I see it come up along the edge of the porch. He came around where the right by where the NASCAR tire is, and that sitting there. Came around that bend, looked at me. I looked at him, and it was like, oh crap! I was like, wait a minute, nice snake. I was like, what colors? Oh, that's a triangular head. That's a copperhead. Shovel's downstairs.
Shotgun.
Oh, believe me, if I had one, I would, but it's not. They're not that big. They say it was
Yeah,
no more than
you want to
no
make
more
sure
than like
though.
2 foot. It was a little one.
If you'd hit it full with a full bore shotgun, it would have been a little one that splattered all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when you load it with birdshot.
yeah.
And that's the reason why I want to go to America.
Well, at one time around here, if you had a problem with them, you could call, I think, the Agriculture Board, which we have an ag office here, and they will help you acquire a king snake. And the thing about the king snake is they actively hunt
Right.
copperheads.
They'll actively hunt copperheads and eat them.
And then this is just a normal conversation they're having, Panzer. No.
Oh, king snakes and copperheads?
You use one snake. You use one
the
snake
fun of
to
living
kill
in
the
the
other
South.
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fun of living in the southern United States. It's kind of like Australia. 99% of the stuff around is trying to kill you.
Oi,
Yeah, that's just after you get off the plane before you get through customs.
Yeah.
our red-bellied black will actually kill a eastern brown snake.
Yeah.
And the only thing that wants to kill you in Australia are other humans.
It's an old joke. It's kind of like, because there's so much venomous stuff in Australia. It's like, yeah, everything there is out to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're all there for a
Only if
reason.
you're stupid enough to get in their way.
Yeah.
Well, a red-bellied black will actually run away from you.
Do you hear that, Carol? Snake that can grow legs.
I tell you, they have a job to keep up with me.
Well, I have a hell of a time keeping up with me most times because I'll run for the most part.
Run away first.
I remember seeing this documentary many years ago called Wild Down Under, and it was all about the Australian wildlife.
Oh.
And they had this thing called a freshwater crocodile, and it has very unique. It can come out of the water, and it can sprint, and it can sprint quite well. So the thought that went through my head is, okay, you've got a crocodile that lives in water. Oh, okay, it can come out of water. Blimey, it can run. Gee, okay, so the safest place to be would be in the water. And then just when you get to the water, this thing gracefully leaps into the water ahead of you.
No, you know the best place to be?
Yeah. Nowhere near Australia?
Yeah, in a totally different country, away from them all.
Yeah.
I hear Antarctic's nice this time of year.
They have deadly animals too.
They've got cats.
You can see them big ones, though. The polar bears, aren't they?
No, because polar bears are only in the north.
North, not south.
I always get it mixed up.
But they say if you're in Australia and you come across a eastern brown, don't move, just stand still.
Well, of all the research I've done, the only country that hasn't got anything like that is Ireland.
Ah, no, they found a snake in Ireland last
There's
month.
There's a grass snake. Oh, there might be a tame one that got out. Somebody's lost.
I'd say it was someone's pet and it got out.
There was a spate, about 10 years ago, Carol, where Stonehaven, there was a lot of exotic snakes found around Stonehaven.
Yeah, they were on holiday.
I had a feeling someone had an exotic snake collection and let them loose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's what happened with a lot of the non-indigenous snakes in Florida that are playing havoc with stuff.
Well,
People
some of
buy
it happened
buy
during the
them.
hurricanes. Some
Yeah,
of
Yeah. That played havoc with it.
well, they didn't
that's
realize
what
how
we-
big they get, and then they end up releasing them in the wild, figuring, oh, they'll be all right in the wild. You know,
they're not going to do
yeah.
anything now until they find the company and decide to get
Jiggy.
acquainted. And the next thing you know, there is a population of Burmese pythons running around the Florida Everglades.
And then it hits the national and international headlines when one of the snakes eats an alligator. The alligator busts itself out. Oh no! It was another alligator that attacked the snake.
It was a caiman, wasn't it?
Caimans, alligators, not crocodiles.
They're all giant lizards.
They're all walking handbags and shoes.
Mm-hmm. Valuable vertebrae.
Yeah. It's like watching National Geographic or Discovery Channel when they were showing the salties and that, and then all the stuff from Queensland Zoo with Steve Irwin. They had some of the most. They have some beautiful exhibits over there of animals.
Do you know Steve Irwin actually killed himself? If he hadn't pulled the barb out of his chest, he would have been still alive today.
Yes, I know. And actually, the reason why that video is not out is because he was on the boat with Bindi, and he looked at Bindi and said, "I'm sorry." He realized he screwed up when he pulled the barb out.
Mm-hmm.
The cameraman and some other people have come out and said that because there was an incident in South Florida where a guy was hit by a eastern stingray, the same size and everything that hit Steve Irwin, and almost in the exact same spot. They talked him into not pulling the barb out, and the guy survived. Part of it was Steve Irwin didn't want to hurt the animal, and that's why he pulled the barb out while it was still attached to the stingray, so it wouldn't hurt the stingray. But it was kind of yeah.
Athel says, Snowy, just received a message from GW telling me that new Space Wolves are being sold. So he has ordered 2 sets.
Did not realize they were going live this weekend. I thought they were possibly going live next weekend for because I know they were on the slate after the Imperial Emperor's Children stuff came out, which came out last week, and I think it delivers this week. So pre-order's probably up this weekend. I didn't look at it. I hadn't looked at the pre-order this weekend. Figured I'll wait for it to hit the stores. I don't have the time or the place for it.
I'm
Or the
sure
money.
Connie's got plenty of space on the porch for a couple of boxes of small figures.
And
Oh,
she's
believe
just
me, no,
built
that
a new
one-
car.
That one's going to be worked on in a store.
Mm.
I'll work on that one in a store somewhere, and not Yeah.
I can see it now. Connie will come home from work one afternoon, and there'll be a sudden knock on her door, and it's Snowy with his 2 boxes of new space rolls. Can I use the kitchen table?
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No. No, I'll go to the game store in Statesville and work on it.
Because the only downside of that, Panzer, is he and I actually work opposite shifts. So
Right.
the only time, because he works 7 to 3:30, and I work 3 to 11. And something tells me I don't think his wife would be real happy with him taking off 11 o'clock at night to go paint models.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why this particular time spot has always worked well for us.
I just got a notification from the Weather Bureau. We've just had 67 millimetres of rain since 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And there's more to come. So I think I'll be getting out my scuba gear. Or my rowboat. That'd be better.
So how many leaves have you put on so far, Panzer?
I stopped counting at 1,400. But there is good news. I have another smaller bush to do as well.
Autumn's around the corner.
Oh, come on. But I found out, I found a hack how to make brambles.
Alright.
I have here some horsehair, rubberized horsehair, which, when placed on the ground with some flocking added to it, will look rather like a bramble bush because it's scraggly and
Oh, wow.
so there may be some brambles in the near future.
Yes, I have something similar, Panzer.
Ah, yes. So you can spend a fortune on aftermarket things for models and dioramas.
Yeah.
You should spend a fortune on models. Right, she moved.
Lovely weather.
Oh, just about any hobby you can spend a fortune on if you choose to.
Look at diamond art.
Just look at Michelle's skillet pan collection.
Yeah. Problem is, she's getting donations for them. The last one came from Joshy.
So, what you need to do, Carl, is start your own skillet pan collection. That way you can have parity in the skillet pan wars.
Ethel says, and while Colleen is at work, the cats take over her house with one always on guard in case she comes home early for a quick exit. They rule the outside of the house. I don't have any inside right now.
How's my little boy?
Oh, he's doing good.
What about Mum and the kittens?
Which set?
Number 3 set.
I've got a group of 4 on the front porch. That I'm slowly getting, they'll let me handle them a little bit. Then one of my mamas has 6 kittens out back under one building. And then the ones currently under my porch, I think there's 4 mamas. And about 20 kittens. I've kind of lost track of them. Because they still run from me.
Time to move them, some of them on, Connie.
I know. I just haven't had a chance. And unfortunately, a lot of them are like solid gray.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to tell who's who.
You come home one day and they'll be all sitting on the veranda going, our house, you lose, bye-bye.
Yeah. Nope. They'll be sitting out there. No, they don't want me to move because I'm the can opener. They'll be waiting for me to, they'll just start knocking on the bedroom window again if I sleep in.
Oh my God.
Oh, the funny thing was,
I had one doing that.
When I walked out there earlier to grab stuff, it's like, like 4 of the adults and a couple of the babies came running up on the porch step, looked, was like, you're not the can opener, and turned around and ran, like top speed running back away from me, and I was like...
There you go, folks. A business opportunity. If you can invent a can opener that the cats can use themselves, you will make an absolute fortune.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll take that off. Subassembly that back on later.
I'll get in there. Thank you.
Oh, the hair was in the way, so I took the head off.
Someone will be getting head later.
10
There's a
watching.
line there, but I'm not going to use it.
10 watching and 17 thumbs up. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, again, like I said, being Sunday afternoon this time of year, a lot of people outside enjoying the nice weather.
Come to Australia, you'll freeze and get washed away.
So, you can either be eaten alive or you can be washed away.
Well, and starting next month starts our hurricane season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's 13.7, feels like 8.1, and I'm sitting in here in a pair of bike pants and a short sleeve t-shirt. Yep, I'm not normal.
Makes you feel a bit sad, doesn't it, Pam's talking about the midges?
Yes, that's the only deadly animal in Scotland. Though it does make us Scots laugh as people run around trying to waving their hands, trying to frighten them away.
Mm.
For those of you not in the UK, a midge, think of a mosquito with attitude. With a
Sounds
serious
like our
attitude.
coastal sandflies.
Oh no, we have golden flies over here. Oh God, they're annoying. I couldn't for a second to remember who the president or prime minister of Australia was. I was going to say, yeah, but we find such and such a person annoying, but Anthony Albanese.
that's it. A weird name. Yeah. So I see Poundland is on the verge of bankruptcy, and there's talk of them selling the as a going concern for £1.
Big store in America, is it Joanne?
Yeah, one of our fabric shops.
Yeah, that's going closing down.
Yeah, Joanne's has talked about closing for quite some time now. It's been what, 2-3 years they've been marked
talking
as chapter,
about it.
Yeah, talking about filing for bankruptcy.
I hope they don't, because it's kind of like one of the few fabric shops around.
Yes, and Connie will be so disappointed. Can't add any more fabric to her collection. But someone surely will pick them up, because they're probably everyone's favourite. Someone's bound to buy it and keep it going.
Oh, it'll probably be
there's some of
another
the
company
outlets
that'll buy them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, Joann's isn't really it's more or less a store chain.
It's a retail store.
Yeah,
it's not one of
retail
the
store.
Manufacturers.
Yeah, they're not a manufacturer of the fabrics. They sell the fabrics. So, but I think they're losing money to all the outlet stores and everything.
And I'm willing to bet that they import the fabrics from Eastern European countries, Far Eastern countries like Vietnam, Bangladesh, India.
Well, there is one place that I go to that is an actual mill outlet.
I mean,
that's how I'm getting most of my leather for stuff is one of the cobblers that we know sells remnants of his leather, stuff that he can't use anymore. That's too small to use on shoes and that.
Carol, down.
Mm.
You are?
I said, Carol, down.
What have I done now?
It was the talk. It was the talk of leather.
Oh, sorry. I was just.
I could hear your little brain clicking away there.
Yeah, Philip's just put his post up.
All right.
Yeah, that's done.
And Athel's saying, what about adders? Can they be deadly? That was Athel.
Yes, we call them mathematicians around here because I don't like them.
I'm trying to remember when someone was last bitten by an adder in the UK.
Last year, yeah. There was a young girl got bitten. One had got into the house and got into a toy box, and she was in her bedroom, put her hand in the toy box and got bitten.
Oh.
And over on Glen Mick, there was one woman sunbathing, and she just sat on a rock with her feet in the water, and one swam across the water and got her.
Cool.
Probably thought the taters were worms.
I hate the bloody things.
You know, and all the years I spent in the military and all the years I spent on exercise, I have never encountered an adder at all.
I saw 5 in the first 6 months of last year. I had 2 in my back garden.
Good grief.
What I didn't realise when we moved here, typical, we moved in about a year later. We found out that the main breeding ground in Scotland, you know, for this area, is across the road from us. Literally across the road, there's a big lock. Around the back of the lock is the main breeding ground. Because they're all protected and they got rangers and all that they're watching them.
Yeah.
And
The thing is they don't stay over on their, they don't stay over there.
Yeah.
Which case that makes them fair game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what happened with one of the wolf packs that I used to sponsor. They were out of Yellowstone National Park, but a couple of them would range out into one of the farmlands, and some of the ranchers got mad about it. One was actually working with the Native Americans, helping tracking their movements and keeping an eye on how big the pack was. And he was actually tying cattle out for them in the wintertime for food. But I have no idea what happened with that pack because it kind of disappeared about 15, 20 years ago. And I don't know if they moved them or if the pack just got taken out when the wolves got pulled off the endangered species list.
Either that or they
Pulled off
probably
the
just stopped
endangered.
tracking them.
Yeah.
They've probably seen the tariff war coming and emigrated to Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Snowy.
David Markey, welcome in.
Hey, David.
Hey, David.
Well, we got 8 watching. Kind of a quiet day. But I do appreciate those that have showed up, checked in.
Yes. We appreciate all our viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Snowy, that sounds very suspicious. Whatever it is you're doing, stop it.
Oh, I was drying out the
Wash your
water bin.
hands.
Connie showed you where the kitchen towel was.
He's muted. Oh, Brian's here as well.
Yes.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Hey, Brian, welcome in. It's been a while. If you're at the bench, I can get you the link. Or for anybody else, like I said, we got one spot. Not sure how long we're going to go. A while yet. So no, Pandra's going to have to go to work here shortly.
I'm going to go for my dinner shortly.
Yeah.
Who's shortly? Why hasn't he said hello?
He did.
Oh, did he? Must have been when Snowy was muted.
He was under Connie's counter.
I said, I'm not sure where he went. I looked at it. He's in his, ooh, that's not good. He says he's in his favorite place, ICU with the wife. I
Hope
hope
everything's
it's
okay.
nothing serious. It's, I mean, it's bad that you're there, but
We're hoping it's a flying visit.
yes. Oh, goody powders again? Affecting the blood pressure?
Huh? Goody powders?
They're doing him no goodie.
Oops.
I think that is this.
Oh, let's see.
Make Panzer's bush big.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I can't see any bald spots. Sorry, I've just realised what I said there. Yeah. I mean, I've got two branches to glue back on because I cracked them on the webcam yesterday morning, so I've got to re-drill and reposition those two. But that is that. Now I've got to decide what to do with the underage bush.
Well, hopefully, Brian, that they can get her a room.
The tiny bush. Do I use the same leaves or do I do a different type of leaf?
Acidosis.
Yeah, sometimes the goody powders kind of, when you take too many of them, they change your blood chemistry.
I've never heard of goody powders.
Yeah, it's basically acetaminophen powder.
Yeah, they take like a
aspirin powder.
Tylenol and they crush it up, and you just.
Yep.
They're just, like I said, they're already broke down, so they're supposedly get into your system faster.
Yeah.
But I can't stand the taste of them.
I can't either. And with one of the areas I lived, we had they used to love to do license checks and DUI checks. And I had a bad habit of taking the goodie powders out of the wrapper and just having them in the inside wrapper. So it's like a piece of wax paper wrapped up with this fine white powdery substance in it. Went over real well with the local cops till they figured out what the hell it was. And once they did, they started laughing at me for doing it. Oh, I found my my wet palette paper.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got.
I was getting
Connie,
stuff
don't-
set up for
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
travel case. I was doing a travel painting set with my one tackle box.
But that's Brian. It's good that she's stabilized.
Yeah.
I mean, hospitals are not a fun place to be.
They are if you're chasing nurses.
Let's see. Sam and Carl are diamond dotting. It's obvious to see what Carl's working on. He's got Chewbacca.
Reading the
Hang
newspaper.
on. Hang on,
Yeah.
I'll move so you can have a look. Just get into a rhythm. And nothing else matters. So basically, protest that way. And then so you've got a soldier.
That's one of your memorial ones, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the dog. This is the animal one. Yeah.
The Panzer
Well,
just
it's-
finished off a tree.
Wait a second. I should.
That sounded
should-
good.
You bush it again, Panzer.
Yes, I will bring my bush up. There we go. I have
Yep.
Yeah,
done a bush, a tree.
he's been playing with
Wow.
papers.
Yeah, Chewy
nice.
keeping up. Now, did you buy the leaves or did you cut the leaves?
No. The leaves. I made the leaves. Wait a second. I happen to have some here. I bought some coloured green paper, various shades of green. I then sprayed them with different colours of acrylic paint, of Tamiya paint, and then I used a punch to punch out the leaves. Each punch gives four leaves. Apparently, they're not all the same size. There's 4 different scales, but they all look the same to me. So they then get glued individually to the branches of the tree, which is made out of a twig and a piece of sea foam.
Did you put any PVA on the tissue?
No, I used paper. I used cartridge paper.
Ah.
It's slightly thicker. I did experiment with tissue paper and PVA glue. I experimented with tissue paper and paper shaper, but I found that the heavier weight gauge cartridge paper was slightly better.
And William's painting a Warhammer figure.
Yeah, the Demon Primarch Fulgrim was just released this year. actually just released last weekend, I think. It just came out.
And his setup is a little bit different because he's moved. So he doesn't have his shed right now. So he's set up in my kitchen. And I am working on a miniature greenhouse. So I am making lots and lots of plants at the moment.
And Chewy will be going in my bathroom on the wall.
Dropping his Millennium Falcons.
Aye.
And Apple
So-
says, Brian, at least she is in a room. Over here, patients have been waiting for hours to get into hospitals. In ambulances, as there are no beds.
Oh, I'm willing to bet if we introduced the American healthcare system where you had to pay for everything, that would soon cure the hypochondriacs out of the hospitals.
Oh, it doesn't help. Because some of the hospitals, they can't turn people away, even if they can't pay. We've actually had hospitals go broke and have to shut down.
Excuse me.
Now, in my opinion, it wouldn't be bad if for the hospitals and the medical stuff to be not for profit. Just that's where the problem is. Everybody's trying, all the pharmaceutical companies, instead of just they're all wanting profit. So
Yes, the shareholders all want their yachts.
yeah.
We have the same problem occurring over here now. You have investment companies buying up utility companies like water companies, maximizing the money that people pay for the product, but not investing any of the money back into the company to begin with. For example, like Thames Water.
Yeah, because I was reading something about some of the early days of like insulin, where the guy who actually developed it sold the patent to a university for $1. So why some companies are charging an arm and a leg for stuff, I don't understand. It's not like they're having to develop it. Or the guy who charges $600 for an EpiPen when it was actually developed by the government. If I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but... But anyway.
Didn't they get insulin from pigs or something? I remember that.
I can't remember the exact.
Wasn't there somebody not that long ago had the organ that provides insulin implanted from a pig?
It's pancreas.
Pancreas?
Yeah.
I believe so.
He's still looking for his wet paper.
No, I was looking for some
What's
paints that I'm looking at using that were in the one box. So I'm doing a travel paint case. Trying to put all the paints that I want to use to paint this model all together.
Ow, no.
No, I still got 4 more pages of tiny stuff.
Hello. Someone got a ping.
Be me.
What'd you get? I hear Michelle over there laughing.
No, Michelle's in the kitchen.
Oh.
It was Joshy messaging.
Ah. So you keeping an eye on the time, Panzer? 'Cause didn't you say you needed to leave at 7?
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it.
Okay.
Yeah, some of us have got to shower and shave.
What's it done?
Josh has just said he's finished, and he's just sent me a picture of what he's doing as we speak.
Ah.
So I've just shared it with you.
Okay. Ah.
He says he's in need of that tonight on my own.
Oh wow.
Thought for a second you were going to show he was
that some days.
he was eating a fish supper. Make a different species of tree. I haven't got the other top.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying, Apple, is they were developed by the military or government. And then somebody, made them commercially available. Then one guy bought a patent or something on it, and then he started charging like $600 for an item that, just greed on his part.
Somebody got television on.
No, it's me. I've got the news on.
All right.
And it's not our news either. It's Sky News UK.
The news over here isn't as good as any better than the news over there, Sam.
Yeah, but at least I can get a laugh out of our news.
Oh, we get a laugh out of our news every time we turn it on.
Yeah.
Because it's our favorite comedian saying one thing or another.
I've been listening to a podcast about Laura Owens and what's his name? Eckhart. They were on The Bachelor, and she's suing him for paternity, and now she's been indicted. And, oh, for God's sake!
I don't know.
Yes.
Someone was just asking me why they couldn't see my stream online.
Yeah, well, YouTube notified me that when I texted you, that's when they notified me. So they're still playing around.
They're improving your user experience.
Well, becoming frustrated.
Making choices that I don't need them to make.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a bit like every American's favourite comedian. Right. Oh. Yeah, EpiPens, the memory serves right, were used to deliver atropine. They were developed for the military to deliver atropine in the event of nerve gas poisoning. But they were called auto-injectors because all you did was you took them out, twisted off the cap, removed the end, and stabbed them, primed them, and stabbed them into your thigh. Then it gave a precisely
measured dose
of atropine.
Yeah.
And the joke was, nothing could cure nerve gas poisoning, but if you used the injector, you wouldn't care about it. Just lie back and look at the pretty colours.
No.
Snowy, you do realise that if you go straight to the last box in the pile, that'll be the one that has what you're looking for in it.
Oh no, I've already got the stuff pulled out. I'm closing everything up now.
Hey, Joshy.
Hey, Joshy.
Hey, Joshy.
Yes.
Interesting.
You'll be glad to know, Joshy, I have done my bush.
Is that your squeaky chair, Panzer?
It is indeed.
No, it sounds like a boat tied up at a mooring.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like a boat tied up to a moor, yeah.
I was about to say it sounds like Carol dropping one again, but...
Not long enough for that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
I said, wait a minute, it sounds like JC.
JC's an octave higher.
Yeah.
Complete with...
His hasn't dropped yet.
Oh.
I shall finish my cold mug of cold coffee, and then I shall head off ski.
Yeah, I take my head off myself because I noticed something. I think my computer may have ants because I've had a couple of ants in here, and I'm like, okay, the only thing.
No, it's probably from my stuff earlier. Hold on, let me get something for that.
Oh, I've
So
already.
I washed my cat food pans earlier.
Ah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, maybe it was from my stuff. I was like, the only thing I know of that would come out of is the computer.
No, you got a couple little tiny ones.
Yeah, they're tiny little black ants. I had about 8 or 9 of them.
Yes.
Washed my cat food pans and I was sitting in here.
Oh, okay. Because they're the same ones that I had in the shed, and I was thinking they used the
No.
computer as a nest, like they did the booster that was in my shed.
So be glad to know it's the wrong type of bugs for your computer.
No, I was just reading Joshy's comment. It's like, has Jim approved your bush, Panzer?
I don't know. I haven't seen Jim in a live stream for ages.
Yeah.
I was talking to him the other day. Can't remember what
Yeah.
street.
I'm still on Connie's counter at TBG.
I just keep getting Police Academy in mind.
What was the one? The one actress that had the real high voice in Police Academy.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, I can see her face, but I can't think of the actress's name.
Oh, she played. Is it
Hux.
Hux?
Yeah,
That's the character.
yeah, that was the character, but the actress behind it, she was so soft spoken that the sound crew actually turned up her microphone one time when she yelled out and just about blew all their eardrums out when she actually decided to raise her voice to everyone. Because they didn't expect it. It wasn't in the script for it.
Marion Ramsey.
Yeah.
That's her name. Her name's Marion Ramsey.
Did she pass quite recently?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I'll tell you one I'd forgotten about. You remember Hightower?
Yes.
Yep.
I'd forgotten he was in Airwolf. Sorry, Blue Thunder, not Airwolf.
Was he in
He
Blue?
was He was in the series of Blue Thunder.
Oh, yes, she passed away in 2021, and she was, believe it or not, Carol, 73 years old.
Wow.
God, it's that long since the movie. I mean,
Yeah, it would be.
movies?
I'm just trying to think. Was 1984?
I think so.
Was
Yeah.
the first one?
7 movies in the series.
It stopped being
Oh.
funny after the third one.
Yep.
Yeah, Bubba Smith was Hightower.
Yeah.
Joshy was put in. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in Blue Thunder, and so was Garth at Wayne's World. In the series, not the film.
Oh, okay.
If you remember the film, you remember Jaffa, the Colt.
Yeah.
That's who Dana Carvey played in the series.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm showing my age.
That's all right. I remember the Airwolf TV show. I just never really paid much attention to it.
What got me, or what gets me, is that if anybody remembers the TV series from the 1980s called St. Elsewhere.
Yeah, I never watched it. Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, blame it! I forgot his name's just went out of my head there. Because it brought forward 2 major actors, Denzel Washington and
George Clooney in it.
No, I don't think so.
He was in one.
Oh,
of them.
St. Elmo.
St. Elsewhere.
No, St. Elsewhere. It
Oh,
was a
St.
medical
Elsewhere.
show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was George Clooney and Denzel Washington and was it Anthony Edwards or was that ER?
It
Well,
was.
that was George Clooney was in that's where he started his career.
Because the other one that came out of that was David Moss and what's his name? Oh, Howie Mandel.
Because ER was where all the ladies used to go gaga over him.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of it recently on YouTube, and I thought, my God, that hasn't aged well. It has dated quite badly. But talking of aging and badly, I have to disappear. So thank you, Connie, for letting me join in with the stream this week.
Always. And hopefully I'm back in my, we'll be back in 2 weeks. I don't think there's going to be any major issues come up.
No, shouldn't.
Unless, of course, he gets his new shed. But I shall bid everyone au revoir. Take care and have a good one.
Yep.
We'll see you later.
See you on Monday night on Terry's.
Yeah, I need to talk to you on Monday night. I was hoping you would be in the green room earlier. But I shall see you later, guys.
She's off too, so he says, as brief as it was, sorry, I'm going to shoot off and have beer with me mates. Won't be longish, so back around 8ish, whether or not I'm sober. Just be careful and enjoy yourself, Josh.
Well, Panzer, before you shoot off, I'm going to drop as well because I'm done with this now. So I'm going to go and get me dinner. If you want to give us a quick bell, Panzer, I'll have a quick chat with you if you want.
No, I'm literally going to go. I've got to go and shower and shave. But
hey, Tammy. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Tommy. Hey,
Mom
Ray.
and
Bye, Tommy. Bye, Ray.
I think we'll go maybe another half an hour or so. Since we're losing Carl and Panzer and nobody else has answered the links, we'll just go about another half an hour.
Well, that's Chewy finished.
Oh,
cool.
nice.
So, enjoyed that.
Nice. I like that.
That'll look good framed where you're going to put it.
Yeah, it's got to go in the
Yep.
bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the back side of the door, so when you close it is when you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tammy and Ray were saying she's taking a break on the O-scale tunnel mountain, and Ray is working on his Viking Village Legos.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like fun.
Right. Right, I'll catch you all later then. Thanks for having us on.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
See you later, Carl.
Thank you. Bye. See you later, Sam.
Bye.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think we'll finish off the half hour. Is that all you've got left, Sam?
What? No, I got a whole 8 more squares to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I'll probably finish this by Wednesday. And then I've got to put the PVA glue on it for 72 hours and let it settle for 72 hours. And then I'll frame it.
Well, like I said, we'll run about another half an hour or so. My back's got to get used to sitting in this chair again. Well, lately, about the only time I'm doing anything on this bench is when I'm on stream. So it's been, a week or so. And I was on for JC's stream. But that, I had to leave one of his because of an issue at work. And then, I was pulling doubles for quite a while. And then got that straightened out, and then I helped Snowy move.
And
Well, between moving and...
We've got a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
So I don't want to blow the computer while I'm... I will read you during the week.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think William's done. I'm done. Oh, we'll just go ahead and call it.
Yeah.
We'll catch everybody up. Like I said, get used to back to being on the bench.
Yeah.
I'll have to clean up and reset for brickwork. I can do that later. Let everything dry. But for those 10 people still watching, thank you all for hanging with us, and hope everybody has a good week. And I guess we'll see you in this spot in about 2 weeks.
Yep.
So we shall see you all later. Bye.
See you later, guys. Bye.